You are trespassing.
Yeah.
Please leave the area.
See that?
This area is under video surveillance and you have been recorded.
Yeah. I am actually here at the front gate of the infamous Skinwalker Ranch. Was inside of this big backpack was this red pouch of pigment. And there's a whole big ball of red ochre sitting in there. We're gonna have to figure out a way to climb up and over this. We're in. Wow, that is so cool. This is just amazing. Sure enough. Yeah, if any of the security comes out, I know all those guys, but you're right, we shouldn't trespass.
Insane. And the tech, the portal tech, they've got it.
Yeah. There's petroglyphs right there. Look at this. Wow. So cool. Yes, look at that. Whoa. You ready? There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown. I just pulled off the side of the road here really quick because of these amazing cliff walls as we come back here to McConkey Ranch. I decided I wanted to run back here and check out some of the petroglyphs, but look, even clear off in the distance when you look at these giant sand caves and pocket caves that you've got up on the cliff face where there could literally be anything hidden back up in this whole region. I want you to keep that in mind as I drive up here and we go to look at these petroglyphs, just how epic and monumental this whole area is. I mean, even when I roll the window down and go to 0.5 and try to show you how giant these cliff faces are, and the legends of giants and little people and mysteries and even wandering dinosaurs and things living back up in here is all part of the oral tradition of this region. There's supposedly even still buried caches of bodies and gold and all kinds of incredible stuff all up in this canyon, as well as carvings of petroglyphs, pictographs, and you name it. Just try to get a sense of this out the window driving. You can't even see to the top how crazy it is. Now, I'm willing to stick my neck out here on this one because this one is really fascinating, but there is actually a petroglyph here at the McConkey Ranch site that everybody looks at right now. In the actual official books, it's designated as an antelope. It does kind of look like an antelope, but I want to point some strange features out to you guys that make it not look like an antelope to me, but there's a way of looking at this petroglyph that honestly looks a lot to me like a dinosaur with a saddle on its back. If you don't believe me, take a look. We're gonna go there right now and I'm gonna show you. This whole area feels like Flintstoneville. Like there was definitely dinosaurs that roamed all around this whole region, and ancient indigenous inhabitants that lived here and dwelt in this whole area. And along all of these cliff faces is ancient petroglyphs and artifacts galore. Well, I climbed up here as quick as I could. I'm a little bit out of breath. I don't have a lot of time to come and look at these today, but I really wanted to show you because they're so fascinating. The one that I'm talking about is right here on the panel, right here, where this is actually the head, the neck coming down, the front arms, the belly, and then look at the hind legs coming down. And this almost looks like a tail coming off the back right here, and then you have the whole arch of the back and what looks like could be a saddle, even with a stirrup. And then here's the head right here. I'll flip the camera around because this entire panel of rock art and petroglyphs is just amazing. Now, I could be totally wrong about this. It could just be levels and levels of different carvings that make it look that way, but look for yourself. Somewhere along the way in the last 2 days, I've completely lost my extendable selfie stick. So now I just have this short-handled one. But look, if I come up here, I'll stand on this rock and show you there's all these amazing cool figures, spirals, and amazing glyphs all over this entire thing. Here we've got almost what looks like a shield with a face. But here now I'm gonna pan over this. Now look at this. Right in the center, you tell me. They classify this as an antelope, but since when do antelope have fingers or claws on the front instead of hooves? And look at the mouth. Look at the head on that. Is that an antelope? Or is this a dinosaur? Doesn't the head look like, that looks like an eye, the nose, the lips and the mouth, the bottom of the neck, and the jaw coming down. This is the neck with stripes on it. Look at this entire glyph here. The whole thing, I'll zoom out a little bit. See, what is that? Is that a saddle on the back, or is that another face? You got eyes in the mouth. It could be another face with earrings. It also looks like a saddle on the back. Look here, let me zoom out even more. See the whole thing. Hind legs, goes all the way up, belly, front arms, neck, head. Here's the back, saddle on the shoulders, comes all the way down. And then is there a tail? It's hard to tell with this stuff coming off of there. Or is this completely separate? Are these legs and feet right here belonging to something different? And since when do antelope have toes? If that's what this is, see? Right? You tell me. Hind legs going up, back, belly, front legs, neck and head. How is that? I mean, that looks a lot like a dinosaur with a saddle on its back. But antelope? Does that look like an antelope to you? Look at the mouth. It could. I mean, an antelope does have the black stripes on its neck. But here we have the entire panel. This little guy is really cool. And there's tons more to see. We'll go try and catch the rest of it. But even when we step back a little bit here, look at this. You get this really cool, amazing blue rock that has all this blue and green, almost kind of like copper or mineral deposit in it. And then even way up high above what looks like the antelope or the dinosaur thing or whatever, right here, you look up really high and look even more way up there. That's a whole triangular bodied figure with a big necklace and headdress and horns. And that's a whole pocket cave. They would have scrambled all the way up there to get up there. And there's more up there too. I don't know, it's super interesting and strange. It looks suspect to me, this whole thing. I've never showed anybody before. I've never really had a good opportunity to come up here and film it and take the time to do it. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. Is it a dinosaur? Is it an antelope? Is it just like lots of different things layered over top? Fascinating stuff. See, so from over there where those were, if you look way up high, you can see those figures way up there that are done with the ochre and the white calcite. And then it's a little bit hard to hold stable, sorry guys. And then if I zoom out a little bit and come over here, look at this guy. Very cool. his face, his headdress. Look at the spiral symbol coming off of his hand on the one side. Look at this energetic line going off to the right here, coming off of the spiral portal and going up the side of the rock there. Fascinating. And then down from him, right up there, you've got more little glyphs and things, and then this figure right here with a whole necklace. You can see his torso is like an hourglass figure, and then up there would be his face and the necklace, his shoulders and tunic, and a whole headdress on this panel. Everything all right up here at the start is mind-blowing. And there's more and more. It goes all the way up here. Very cool. We made it up here, guys. We are at the main petroglyph panel. I do not know what to do about this guy down here with the little track hoe trying to do road work. But we actually made it. This is one of the most impressive and my favorite panels in this whole place. I just think it tells an amazing story, almost of people or a family. You've got this whole figure up here, and then almost like this little one right next to him, like, yay. It almost looks like a father and a son. And there's almost like an entire set of people, even over here where it's broken off on this side. You still have the tall figure all the way down. Look, that's even a kneecap and a knee coming down. Looks like feet. And here's like a little one right there. Oh look, maybe he's going home for the day. Let's hope so. Ever since I got up here, it's just been beeping and beeping and that little tractor running. And I'm right here by this like amazing sight, trying to soak it all in, but still just incredible to be here. I've just been sitting here looking at it, taking it all in, waiting for that little guy in the tractor to leave. But what an amazing spot. Now maybe we can finally kind of appreciate this entire panel. And I want to try to point out some things. I know I don't have my tall selfie stick to get a close-up look, but we'll just hold still and everybody can observe how you've got this figure here with the square head. They all seem to have almost like a square head. We've got these either feathers or like a headdress coming off, and the necklace here with the face and the torso. But look at these big hoops. It's almost like these individuals are coming out of circles or something, or it's a symbol of like power or a ring. But look at the headdress again up top with the earrings, the necklaces, and these big rings like they're stepping out of. This is something that I see all the way down into southern Utah, Arizona, all the way into Nevada. This is almost like a family, a royal family. Look, we've got the headdress up there again. Very similar. What a beautiful piece here though. And there's just hundreds of these going all the way down. And this is McConkey Ranch here. And this is the view down the valley. Holy smoke, I'm getting sunburned, guys. Look at this. There's a powerful feeling when you come here of just like lost history, totally forbidden knowledge and unknown mysteries. The legends and the stories up here involve all kinds of stuff that have to do with everything from giants, cannibalistic giants coming through and enslaving the Native Americans in this region and forcing them to work in the mines. There's stories of people coming out of portals, interdimensional entities, and star people coming down from the sky. Paranormal stories galore, as well as even accounts of little people. There's stories that there's burials, kivas, and different tombs and sites all over up and down this valley in this location, where there is actually bodies and burials that contain little people, almost like hobbits, and even bones of giants, and then other indigenous cultures and stuff that the local people around here on the property have actually hidden because they don't want different groups and organizations or people to come up here and love it so much that they love it to death. and that they ruin all of it. It's kind of amazing that some of this is even open and available, but there is signs all over. Do not touch, do not deface. People are destroying the rock art, and it's really quite a shame. Part of the reason I'm coming up here to record and try to document all this stuff is because I'm afraid that once it's closed off, it's going to be gone to the public forever, and this is going to be one of the only ways people are going to be able to see it. So I'm going to keep going all the way down the trail. I've got about 45 minutes left. We'll try and make quick work of it before I got to get back and go to a family dinner, but wish me luck. Even with all these little tiny guys, look, it's all like round circular bodies with little tiny legs and heads on top. Like, are they coming in and out of something? Is it like symbolism of a shield? Here's another circle way up here. It almost looks like it has a face above it, like eyes. Same kind of thing. What is this with like circle people or orb people? There's a lot of that, like capsule shaped and pill shaped and orb shaped little people. Either that or they're coming in and out of tunnels or something. This is fascinating. The way this rock art is done on this giant boulder would indicate that this was once standing up and fell over. Makes me wonder what's on the underneath side. Because look, these carvings are all done. Ding, perfectly upright. That little goat right there, perfectly upright. That, whatever that is, that looks almost like a box. Almost like the Ark of the Covenant or something. Again, we keep seeing that everywhere. And then this symbol here, that's like these notches coming off. It's almost like a necklace symbol. We're gonna see this on the chest and the necklace of other people. And maybe, I don't know, something, maybe this is a whole figure. This is like the head and the body. Somehow, and the head's floating up above the body. Either way, fascinating that this is tilted this way, like this on the rocks, like that, when it used to be upright. So really interesting. Okay, let's keep going. There's so much to see here. Again, we have these really cool, similar figures. There's one of those necklaces, this sort of triangular body type. And then here we've got, again, an individual or an entity or a figure coming out of a circle or holding like a hoop like that. Fascinating. More and more of that. And then we get into the headhunter stuff, pictographs overlaid on top of petroglyphs that are these strange entities with almost multiple eyes, big horns, extra fingers, giant feet, and they're holding severed heads. You got to check this out. See what I mean? These guys are always coming out of these hoops or circles and look like that, like they have an aura around them, or that's some kind of a symbolic meaning to it. It's really cool. And then you've got these headdresses and the necklaces and earrings on these individuals. Okay, we're almost there. Look at this. Notice how he's got like almost some kind of a staff or wand or something, and there is a severed head with what looks like tears coming out of the eyes that he's holding in his hand. And here's almost like his son reaching over holding hands, or someone. And here's this whole group all together with these symbols. And I'm not sure what this is underneath, but you've got this guy over here. Look at him. What's up with the way he's made? I love the apron, is so cool. But what's up with his like head? The way his body is so specific. The style of the headdress, the body shape. Look at these people. They could easily do circles, obviously, so why did they give themselves these rectangular heads? Here's a pictograph. This is like this gray or white, this blue stone pigment carved all right here. Petroglyph of a little face, some kind of a pecked scene. I'm not, what could all of this be? This curving up here. Interesting, I've never really noticed that. It almost looks like a landscape, or look at, there's a whole bunch of pecking and rock art right here. Here, look at this glyph. Spiral symbols, portal symbols. Look, we have more of these like warrior people with the severed head. That's why they call this head unders. Look, he's like holding it on a string. And here it is hanging. This is actually like supposed to be blood coming out. Something horrendous happened here. Look at the headdress with the horns going up. Look how amazing this artwork is. The designs, the necklaces, the facial features. Look how many eyes. And the headdresses. And this is all within the region of Skinwalker Ranch and all of this unusual phenomena in history. And then we come over here. We have almost this like Slender Man type stick figure here, who's really cool and one of my favorites. And as we come over here again, a beheaded figure here, several severed heads along the way. And look at this guy. Look at the size of his feet. Look at the way he's dressed all the way up. Like he's holding stuff in his hand. Size of the feet. Look at his head and horns and face. Even still, stranger. These are even bigger than this guy over here. Look at the headdress on him. Look at the size of his feet. How many toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has the right amount of toes. But look how giant the feet are. Look at the severed head and the top up here. Look at his face. Holding some kind of a weapon. Almost looks like a monkey wrench. Some kind of a wand. The way the eyes are, the necklaces, the way they're dressed all the way down. Just absolutely incredible. This guy is clearly holding a dagger. See? And now how come he has, look at his legs. Little teeny tiny legs. And the dagger, and the headdress. Fascinating. And this is pretty much the end of it here. These figures go down along the line here. These are some of my favorite as well. It's almost like, again, a little family of people. This little guy here is so cool. Look at the antenna coming off the top of the head or the headdress. But then look, severed head. Oh no. Maybe it's not a cute little family. Like, what happened? What is going on here? And then we have these stones placed out here. And again, another little stick figure. This is pretty much the end of the trail here. What an incredible experience, you guys. We actually were able to stumble across brand new petroglyphs never seen before, and then also have the short amount of time to run up here, look at what could be a petroglyph of a dinosaur with the saddle on its back. I don't know, it might just be an antelope, but I love mysteries like that. I think it's really fascinating to speculate and wonder. But all of these really blow my mind. If you ever get a chance to come up here, there's so much more to do in this community, in this area, to come and see and to understand the mystery and the secrets revolving around Skinwalker Ranch and beyond, and everything to do with that. So I'm not stopping here. I'm just gonna go back have some dinner with family, and then remember, we're going to be going back over to the memorial site with the giant medicine wheel there, and we're going to do some reverse remote viewing protocol, like my own type of contact protocol, just sitting right there in the truck near Bottle Hollow, and we'll see what we can find. So if you haven't already, make sure and subscribe, turn on notifications, because we've got a lot more really cool stuff we're exploring in this whole series about Skinwalker Ranch. And then we're going back to Mount Wilson Ranch, which is the predecessor, because we've got so much to do there. Okay, we're not done yet. Let's keep going. It just goes to show that when you have these mysteries right in your own hometown, in your backyard, or if you go to an interesting location, just get out and go looking, see for yourself. You know, you can sit and talk about it all day, but I mean, I was just back at my place changing clothes really quick and decided, hey, I have 2 hours, and able to run all the way up here and do this hike really quick, check out this entire location and site that has all kinds of awesome artifacts and rock art on the wall there. And now we get to share all of that together and experience it. So I'm gonna head back now to the truck. We did it just in the nick of time and got everything done, and now I'm gonna head back, have dinner with my family, and then we'll see how tonight goes. I think we are gonna head over near Bottle Hollow in that area in a safe zone and see if we can do some sky watching tonight. I'm here at the restaurant getting ready to go in for dinner, and I started messaging Roger, who's been part of the Re-Indigenizing Minds project and helping me understand a lot of these indigenous artifacts and the legends of the Skinwalker. So I sent Roger the pictures of what I've been calling the dinosaur petroglyph, the one that looks like it's a dinosaur with the fingers or whatever, and the whole body with the hind legs. And Roger immediately pointed out that it doesn't have a tail, that the feet are human feet, and that the arms are human arms with human fingers, and then the head is actually of a dogman. He said that that is actually not an antelope, it is a skinwalker. It's not a dinosaur. That is a petroglyph of a skinwalker. And that is directly from Roger, who is my main Native American contact, who's been helping me interpret these petroglyphs and what they all mean. And he's probably in the chat right now, so you can watching this video with us during the premiere, so you can ask him yourself, and I'll pin it to the top of the chat. Also, thanks you guys for all the super chats and everything supporting me. Is that a petroglyph of a skinwalker? I'm going to put it on screen again right now and cut the audio off. Look at the head, look at the mouth, look at the jawline and the neck. Look at the eyes and how it goes down. Look how the arms and the fingers are really actually like a human with 5 digits. And the arms are like that and bent forward like a human's, and then it goes back and then has human legs, knees and feet. So what I was thinking was like a dinosaur wearing a saddle could be actually a petroglyph of a skinwalker that is now a little bit off limits, and you're not even really allowed to get that close to it really unless you go the long way and hike through and all this stuff, which is pretty arduous to get there. But honestly, it's fascinating to consider that this is up in the Uinta Basin connected with Skinwalker Ranch. So I don't know when people start talking about how there's nothing to the show, there's nothing to Skinwalker Ranch, there's nothing to the work that Brandon Fugel's doing. I mean, look, I'm only on day 2. Day 2. I know that this is probably split up, and I'm probably on part 4 or 5 right now. I don't even know. But I'm only on day 2, getting ready to go to dinner, and I haven't even gone to do my CE5 UFO watching over Bottle Hollow tonight. It's this place is crazy, and the rabbit hole just gets deeper and deeper. If you want to go down the conspiracy avenue, you can go that route. But if you take a look at the ancient indigenous artifacts and the connection there, and with the petroglyphs, that's part of why I feel like I want to go and keep filming them and documenting them, because people keep going up there and they become more and more off limits, and then we're just going to completely lose that history forever. It's all just going to become a myth when some of this stuff could actually be real. All right, it's time to do our dinner review, and I'm out at a local dive, I guess we would call it. It's the Dinosaur Brew Hall, and this place is awesome. Look at the decor in here. They got a pool table. They serve all the local bill. My cousin Willie's here. But check out the menu. I'm gonna get the French dip. The Dinosaur Brew. This is like a really cool place. It's almost like a surf shop or something, but this is what I'm gonna go with. In honor of my old man, my dad would have definitely ordered the French dip tonight. And we've had an awesome day. I'm gonna flip the menu over, check it out. So if there's something that hits your craving, make sure and come here to Vernal, to the Dinosaur Brew Hall. Get yourself a brew, try out a French dip, and I'll let you know how I rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Here we go. This is the French dip with the au jus. Look at the French fries here. Oh my gosh. And what did you get, Willie?
Cowboy burger.
You got cheese curds. That is onion rings and bacon and cheddar. And then you got cheese curds and all that. Looks like a brioche type bun. Holy smokes. And look at this tray of sauces and fry sauce. This is totally a Utah thing. Fry sauce. Utah and Idaho. If you don't know what fry sauce is. Ketchup and mayonnaise and sometimes other different stuff mixed in, but it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some right down here. And we're gonna go for it, guys. This looks awesome. Look at that. Some brings me in beer. That's good. The au jus is really good. There you have it. French dip and fries if you want to go to the Dinosaur Brew Hall. I highly recommend it. I actually thought it was really good. I think as the way of meals go, it was right up there. I got to give it probably a 7. I think it had the same beer. The food quality was the same as the Vernal Brewery. I would say it was the same, but the prices were better, and I honestly kind of prefer the menu option. So I would say right around the same range. I think this is more up my alley, and I'll probably bring my friends back here. This is a cool spot. Right here next to this big medicine wheel, the UFOs, UAPs. If there's anything flying around over Skinwalker Ranch, we're gonna see it.
Because obviously there's other stuff going on.
A type of psychic or telepathic communication by using these glyphs and the cosmos, some kind of quantum entanglement thing. But I'm actually here. This is the helipad where Brandon Fugel lands, the main gate right over there. This is Homestead 1.